The story most wrestling fans know about Steven Seagal's daughter is simple. She had the famous name, the look, and a golden ticket to WWE, and she blew it. For years, whispers of a disastrous tryout and a quiet exit have painted the picture of another celebrity kid who just couldn't cut it. But what if that story, the one that's so easy to believe, isn't the truth? The real story is a whole lot more complex. It's a story about a crushing injury that put her dream on hold and a gritty, hard-fought comeback that proves she's much more than a famous name. This is what really happened to Arissa LeBrock. To get what Arissa LeBrock was up against, you first have to picture the massive shadows she was born into. Her father is Steven Seagal, the Aikido master and titan of 80s and 90s action movies, a guy whose whole brand was legitimate toughness. Her mother is Kelly LeBrock, the supermodel and actress who became a global icon as the Woman in Red. Growing up as the daughter of Hard to Kill and the Woman in Red means living in a world of red carpets and privilege, but it's also a world where every move you make is watched, and your identity is always measured against your legendary parents. Arissa chose her own path early on, stepping into the world of plus-size modeling and becoming a voice for body positivity. She was building a name for herself, on her own terms, but that fighting spirit was always there. Arissa began training seriously in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, not as a hobby, but as a passion, even winning tournament medals. So, when professional wrestling came calling, it felt like the perfect fit. Here was a world where her unique look, legit martial arts skills, and famous family could come together to create a superstar. In December 2019, the news broke. Arissa LeBrock was at the WWE Performance Center for a tryout. The hype machine kicked into overdrive, and then crickets. After that first flash of excitement, Arissa LeBrock basically vanished from the wrestling world. No contract announcement from WWE, no follow-up reports, nothing. In that silence, the internet did what the internet does. It speculated. The story wrote itself. She must have failed the tryout. Maybe she didn't have what it takes athletically. Maybe the grueling WWE schedule was too much. The narrative that stuck was that of a botched opportunity, a golden ticket fumbled away. That became the truth for many fans. Arissa LeBrock, daughter of Steven Seagal, had her shot and couldn't hang. It's an easy story to buy because we've seen it before in wrestling. The pressure on the children of famous figures is insane, and success is never a given. So for Arissa to just disappear after a high-profile tryout seemed to fit a familiar pattern. It was a simple, clean explanation. But the real reason for her absence wasn't about a lack of talent or heart. It was something way more human and a lot more painful. The silence wasn't a sign of failure. It was a sign of a fight no one could see. The truth is, Arissa's wrestling journey was derailed by a serious injury she suffered shortly after her time in Orlando. While the specific details have been kept private, it was a major physical setback that slammed the brakes on her ambitions. While internet forums whispered about her not having the skills, Arissa was actually fighting a private, grueling battle, not against someone in the ring, but against her own body. It was a time filled with rehab, pain, and the mental anguish of seeing a dream get snatched away before it even really started. This is the point where most people would quit. She had a successful modeling career to fall back on, so nobody would have blamed her for walking away from the brutal wrestling business. But that wasn't her style. As she healed, her determination got stronger. She knew if she was going to make a comeback, she needed to rebuild from the ground up with the right guidance. That's when a lifeline came from a wrestling legend, Dustin Rhodes. The man millions know as Goldust, a veteran with decades of experience, invited Arissa to train at his Rhodes Wrestling Academy in Texas. This wasn't a publicity stunt. It was a chance to learn the craft far from the WWE spotlight. At the Rhodes Wrestling Academy, Arissa LeBrock wasn't treated like Hollywood royalty. She was just another rookie, there to sweat, learn, and earn her spot. Under Dustin Rhodes' watch, she began the tough process of not just recovering, but transforming. She started blending her BJJ background with the unique storytelling and showmanship of professional wrestling. It was about learning the fundamentals, how to take a bump, run the ropes, and connect with an audience. Dustin Rhodes saw her potential immediately, publicly praising her work ethic and resilience. In an interview, Rhodes said, "She's doing a great job, but this is only the beginning for her," and predicted, "Pretty soon the whole world's going to be talking about Arissa LeBrock." Coming from a veteran who knows all about living up to a famous father's name, that's a massive vote of confidence. The culmination of all this hard work came in March 2023, not on a huge stage like WWE Raw, but at a Rhodes Wrestling Academy student showcase in Texas. Arissa LeBrock made her official in-ring debut in a handicap match. It wasn't a quiet failure. It was a triumph, the first definitive step in her comeback story. That night in Texas, Arissa proved she wasn't just playing a character, she is a fighter. Her journey is a powerful reminder that the road to success is almost never a straight line. Now the big question is, what's next? We've seen her fight back from a career-threatening injury. We've seen her earn the respect of a legend like Dustin Rhodes. We know she has a dangerous BJJ skill set. The potential is off the charts. So, what do you think is Arissa LeBrock's ceiling in pro wrestling? Could she be a future champion? Let us know your dream match for Arissa LeBrock in the comments below. When you look back at it, the real story of Arissa LeBrock isn't about failing. It's about fighting. She wasn't just fighting an opponent, she was fighting a serious injury, the weight of public opinion, and the shadow of one of Hollywood's most famous families. Her journey wasn't a shortcut. It was a long, hard road of recovery and relentless work that happened far from the public eye. She didn't blow it. She was sidelined, she rebuilt, and she came back stronger. While others were busy speculating, she was busy training. Her debut at the Rhodes Wrestling Academy showcase wasn't the end of her story, but the real beginning. It was the moment she stepped into the light, not as the daughter of Steven Seagal and Kelly LeBrock, but as Arissa LeBrock, the professional wrestler. She's already proven she has the heart of a champion. Now, the wrestling world is just waiting to see how far that heart will take her.